Hey guys and gals, it's Jim here, and I thought I'd bring you my most recent update since the other day, what I got done and everything before I go on to the next level or step, whatever you want to call it. So I got my rear engine lit and the clear piece over it. I gave it a couple of coats of dull coat over the clear piece to kind of dull it down. Got my back navigation underside there. Got to do a little touch up with white by hand. Took a couple extra coats of flat black Tamiya to get rid of any, they were clear parts, and get rid of any light leaks. I had to give it a couple of coats of flat black, and then I went over and painted them with my gray that I used. Tamiya, I believe it's Tamiya medium gray. At the other side, I noticed on my SMDs I had 10 of each color that I ordered, and I hooked them all up to power supply and let them run for a couple days. And the green ones are brighter than the red ones. It's like that all the way around. So that's just normal. You can't really get an LED in there. I tried a 1.8. They got the little squared end, and they got the little 1.8 millimeter tip on them. They didn't light up the red any brighter. I tried a 3 millimeter. That didn't fit because, let me flip her around for you. That didn't fit because there's just a real small opening in that rear bulkhead where they slide into the clear part and stuff. So, but anyway, I got those all taken care of. As you can see, I got the back of them light blocked. I got my, the way I did my engine, let me get my little piece of scrap styrene here. The way I did, that's the only regular LED. Other than that, everything else is SMDs except for the LED tape in the top of the saucer. But what I did, I cut out a U-shaped piece of styrene. You can see in the black outline. This is about 30,000 stick. I cut two pieces of it to fit over the opening. There's like a little opening in there that goes down into the where the engine part lights up. And what I did, I just mounted my LED straight back. I didn't point it downward. That way I didn't have a real bad hot spot and you couldn't see it unless you looked from the underside. I just laid it straight back, and then I just glued the pieces, cut the piece to fit around the LED, and then I used my tulip to light block over everything, so no light leaks there. All these wires here, those are the ones that are going to go up to the next step after I get the top piece of this main body on, which will be my next assembly step. So got my board temporarily hooked up for the strobes and all that for the time being. Still want to do some work on the base, do something on the top of the base. I want to keep it shiny because this bottom strobe, it doesn't really stick through the body. Actually, none of them do. The strobes don't stick through the body, the little tips. So I want to do something where you can, tell there's a strobe underneath, so you don't have to look underneath it to actually see it. I might put a little dab of acrylic with a toothpick over that, just to give it a little bit of a bump there and everything, where it'll still light up. But so far, that's where I'm at with that. Let me put that off to the side and bring up the next, what will be the next assembly. I got my LED for the strobe mounted in there, light blocked. All these windows are in. Did the same thing, set them in there. They really don't snap in. They sit in there loose, so you kind of gotta, go work with one at a time. What I do is do every other one. That way I don't knock nothing loose. Then I go back and do the every other one. I put some of that aluminum tape around where I had it painted black light block to kind of help bounce the light around a little more, give it like a little bit of reflective. The outer windows, by the way, I did the same thing like I did on my other part. I just put a bead of canopy glue around the outer edge of the windows and everything. This upper row of windows, I'm going to give you guys that are building this a warning. They go in a certain place. The instruction just calls them out as 105, but they're actually 105A, B, C, D, and E. They don't tell you that on the instructions. These instructions aren't very detailed, but as you can see, these here windows got a notch cut in them. They fit over that shuttle bay opening. There's another one set of windows. That one has got a little angle cut and everything. Same with that one. The inside of the saucer here, it's got like 105 A, B, and C. So just match up when you cut them off the sprues. The sprues are marked A, B, C, D, so on and so forth for each window. Make sure you match up the right window part in the right place. Otherwise, they're not gonna fit right, and you'll have window overhang in your shuttle bay openings and all that. Excuse me. I don't know why they didn't point that out on the instructions. Round two, it seems like they have a problem with instructions, not putting things clearly. But anyway, that part's already set to go. Now, all those wires you saw on the bottom half of this, the ones for the nacelles will come up through these openings. I can snip them down to the length I want. That's why I always work with my wires a little bit longer than I need. That way I got plenty of room for error in case I cut something wrong with that. I got, plenty of length of wires to hook things up, and then I can just stuff them up inside of the part. So the ones for the nacelles will come up through here from the bottom piece. The other ones that I got for my LED tape to light up the saucer, those will come up through these two openings here, as well as the navigation lights. These navigation lights go in a certain way. They're tapered so they fit against the edge of the sidewall of the top part, and the LED, the little SMD, slides right inside. So make sure you get those in right and everything. And again, the red one's dimmer than the green one for some reason. There is no navigation light up front. You notice the little bump on this shuttle bay part here. There will be a little gap between your top part and the edges of this, so you'll get some light shining into the shuttle bay area. That's how they worked it out, which I think it's pretty cool. I think those are shuttle bays anyway, but so that's where I'm at with that. I'll be assembling this part on top of the other part later on today, and then I can put those last two decals, which I told you guys in a previous video about. I'll set that off to the side. In the cells, I got those all assembled and everything. Got my insides all light blacked. Used some paint around the area, then I put some tulip over the LEDs and plastic parts themselves. One thing gotta work on, I need the mask around this here. It's a clear part, and I noticed the guys on a couple builds, they just leave that clear. Actually, I was checking out some pictures of the Grissom from the movie and all that, and the only thing that should be clear is the little bump in the center, like a navigation light bump. So I'm going to have to light black those. I'll mask around them. I'll light black them with some flat black, and then I'll go over it with my light gray or white. I think they're white in the picture. Actually, they contrast the light gray stripe that goes around them. So what I'll do is I'll get them taken care of and all that, and got to do a little bit of touch up on my back ones. Couple little chips of paint peeled off when I popped off my little tips of glue that I had on the bumps. So got to work on those a little bit, and then I'll be able to assemble those. And then the last thing I'll do is assemble the saucer top on the top. So that's where I'm at. So far things are going pretty smooth. Just takes some time and patience and all that. And this is kind of, even though there's less lighting in here, it's kind of similar to lighting up the big 350th refit. You always got to make sure You got power leads going up to your next level for your strobes, your navigation lights. If you want them flashing, you can have them flashing. It's not screen accurate, but some people do, and all that. Oh, one more thing. Those clear plastic parts on the top of the bulkhead, I've seen a couple of builds where guys have drilled out the back of them and stuck a piece of fiber optic to have the back of them lit. If you check out still shots from the movie, those aren't lit. The only thing that's lit is the ones on the bottom, the port and starboard, the green and red. So that's where I'm at with this and all that. And I'll probably button everything up and come back with a video with everything assembled. And then like I said, I still want to do something with my base to decorate it up a little bit, make it a little bit different than just a common base. So then I'll come back with a final video once I got all that done. So but things are going good. It's a little bit of time on this. Take your time, don't rush things, make sure you get your wiring right and all that. Reason I got so much of that aluminum tape on there, it looks like a mess. Just make sure you don't get it by those locating pins where it'll interfere with the closing up the top and bottom. But I got a lot of little fine wires from SMDs, and when I move wires around, when I hook up the top part, I don't want to catch any of them fine wires on the SMDs and take a chance of breaking one loose, and then you have to worry about how to get pieces apart once they're glued. So that's why I got so much tape. And it also helps light block, because you will have a little bit of light shining from the front into the back area. That's why I went over some parts that were a little bit weaker with some black paint and stuff and all that. So, but that's what I got going on. So I'll probably work on these this evening, because everything else is pretty much set to go. I'll work on these this evening and everything, and hopefully tomorrow I can button things up and get these assembled onto the model and all that, and go from there. So till the next time, hey, thanks for following along. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks for the great comments you guys been leaving me. Thanks for hitting the like button. Hopefully these videos, little progress updates, have been helpful to anybody that wants to build this model and plans on lighting it. If you're just going to build it straight up out of the box without lighting, piece of cake. You can still do the fancy paint masks and stuff like that. But just take your time if you're doing lighting, and always make sure you got the right power leads running up to the next level and stuff, because you're building from the ground up. And the wiring is kind of like a tree. The further up you get, the more it branches out. So so that's pretty much what I got going. So till the next time, everybody have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll talk to you soon with another progress update on the 350th USS Grissom. Take care. Bye.